April, the month of fools. And who isn't a better fool than the mad scientist? I always like them. The intelligence is inspiring, and after all, there is proof you're not the biggest fool around. So this month, I will draw each day a mad scientist. Well, let's start. Um, this time I'm drawing Professor Barabas from the Suske Wiske franchise, Franz and Lewis, Bob, also known as Franz and Lewis, Bob and Bobette, Willy and Wanda, and Spike and Suzy, all the same series, but because the English and Americans and Australians cannot uh, decide their own the names of the characters, and Bob and Bobette is the French version. Um, but the series is a Flemish comic series. It is very, very, very long running and still going. Sadly, at sometimes because I don't like the modern character designs of the main characters. Oh, and that means I was being called by my aunt. But let's continue talking. Um, Professor Barabas is not an evil scientist, but that's that is not against the rules. It is for mad scientists. Evil is just a bonus. Barabas invented the time machine, which means a time traveling device, but it also allows to uh, to look into the past and also into the future. The Ginner ref, there's a helicopter, the Klonker topper, that means the device the, that can that lets you communicate with plants and later even with other objects. And much more that I probably remember after it was done. After this is done. Still, my favorite and his most famous uh, story was with when he pretended pretended to be an alien overlord, and when the world surrendered to his demands, he said, "Well, try to be more friendly with each other." So he got he destroyed his army, and and got them the Nobel Peace Prize in the universe. As you can see, the left side is well, not his modern but is most common, and on the right side is his first appearance, where he was a little more obese and had a nasty stutter. Well, we never have seen him smoke. We know from stories that one of the characters sought to his disguise as the alien overlord because he smoked a rare cigar brand. no idea what the brand is. Well, I still like the stories, the older more than the modern ones. Some old fans say, well, they're a bit heavy on the social commentary. Well, that was that was it. That is what it always was. The creator was was very pro nature and hated war. More, most likely because he had to endure one or two. I don't know if he was born in First World War, but I think so because he was a parent, a young parent in the second one. Young parent. Actually, uh, Willy Wanda was for his time was a very old parent, and he started drawing pretty late in his career, or in the or more in the case, he started drawing comics late in his career. That was one of the things that both world wars resulted in. Uh, in the old times, even in the papers, the, the the comics were American comics, but with the war going, that import was halted, so it gave way to legends like Hergé and Franquin, Willy Wanda, and so Bayo, and so on. You can see the shadow is all wrong in this case. You will see me fixing it later at the end. As you can see with the design, I tried to combine it because the modern is, yeah, more healthy. Because another character is more famous for his bear belly. The same thing that his legs hair above the ear in the later. Yeah. So this is it. Almost done. Professor Barabas is the standard friendly inventor, which is which makes him almost a mad scientist because he locks his front door very defensive, but he forgets to lock the back door. Suzy, mad scientist. And really, you need to more more protection if you have a time machine in your lab, or your lab is the time machine in some cases. Well, now the shadows, and we're almost done. Took longer than I expected. Well, I hope you like it, and till next time. Ciao!